Expressions were sometimes complicated for him. At an early age, his speech could never keep up with his brain. It worked too fast, which made his mouth slow, and therefore the words were mumbled and hard to understand. The child therapist didn't know what to do. They said hopefully he would grow out of it one day. That is where they were right and so wrong, all at the same time. He had a great upbringing, and he always said he was lucky to have the family he had. He didn't deserve them. He was just plain lucky. He always had to fight to succeed, fight to win. He felt the odds were always against him. He had to prove to himself, not to them, not to anyone. He had to prove who he was to himself. So, under his cheeky smile, that confidently cocky walk, and dress to kill, internally it was an eminence front. He was hiding. The truth of the matter is, he was always been scared inside, that he would never live up to who his inner self said he should be. At times, it was hard for him, but ultimately, that will, that struggle and fight created a beast who never gave up and refused to lose. As life matured, people saw it. He was a C+ student who wanted to rule the world, build big, not stop for anything, and pedal to the gas always. He was business. He was creative. He was able to do it all. Build millions from nothing, call the shots. Think of ways to improve life process through technology, the web, and mobile devices, and ultimately have the Harvard guys, the Stanford guys, and one from Brown work for him. He indicated they were always smarter than him. They just didn't know where to start or have the guts just to do it, to build it, or to take the leap outside the box. Yes, this personality trait also killed him many times over, creating life's highs and lows, which blew the millions he had made a few times over. Hell, he said on several occasions how he had been a millionaire and dead broke all on the same day, depending on cash flow. New friends would flock to him, and he would, at times, shatter the relationships of the friends closest and dearest to him. Relationships, yes, they were hard to keep, handle and balance. He failed there too, but he always kept it real. He built companies, made movies, produced records, hung out with the elite, the billionaire boys club, the A-list, on screen, on stage, on the court, field, and the ring. But only the handful of family members who knew him best knew that while his front was on the corner of glitz and glimmer, his closest friends were hanging and waiting for him in the back alley. These are some of his dearest friends, the ones that live on the streets, in tents and boxes. Many nights he would leave and invent the yacht club, an exhibit, and parked his Benz or Maserati down the street under his tie and stayed with them in their tents, in their boxes, and drink their liquor until the sun came up. He talked to them and learned. Many called him crazy. Sure, you're right, he was. Hell, he still is. But as he always said, he was also sorry we were missing out on a group of wonderful people with tremendous stories. this is just the tip of his life, and these stories are the basis of who he is. It creates his narrative, his love and passion for art, and is simply the visual element that ties it together. And now, he shares years of work with you. Some of you may think his art is unfinished, maybe even feel that it sucks, as his lines are not straight, his curves are not perfect, and nothing is connected. The ones of you with formal training, who have written such rules, may make that statement right. His art may indeed suck, but to him, he disagrees as he considers his work, as he puts it, perfectly imperfect, and he does it for him and the ones who understand him. Today, we invite you on his ride. He, like I, believes the narrative is as important, if not more than the piece itself, as the connection between the two makes it unique, makes it fun, and makes us all think. His name is Seven. Welcome to his acrylic life on canvas and the narrative that drove it.